Hey, what's going on? Teach me the fish effects trading forex trading community family. All right, just want to make sure YouTube has my stream. Awesome, they have the stream. I'm gonna let the algorithm do its thing while you guys pile in here. Uh, and while you do that, let's go ahead and go over the risk disclaimer. Basically, just know that there are risks involved when trading forex. All right, just like any other investment. All right, there are risks involved. So with that in mind, please only trade money that you can't afford to lose. Please know that I am not a licensed uh, financial advisor. All right. These are my opinions based on my experiences trading the Forex market and the other instruments that it allows me to do so. All right. So let me go ahead and switch over. All right, hey, what's going on, guys? So, I have a different little outlook set up. You got my camera over this way, so just want to play around with it, and you guys tell me if you like this angle or not. Let me know if I'm too hideous. Maybe I need to switch sides. I'm just joking. But we basically want to go over the forex market. All right, and we're gonna do this based on um, my workflow trading system, all right, and template, all right. And so also while I'm going through this, I'm going to be going through the pairs that I like to trade. These are the pairs that I watch the most, all right. And I'm also going to add some context, hopefully, to your trading. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into it, guys. All right, here we go. Let me get this shared out. Let me get this shared out to my community. Let me get this shared out to my reach, and at the same time allowing you guys to come on in here, pile on in here. So go ahead and add this to my group. Go ahead and post that. Personal page, just go ahead and post that. And also to teach me the fish effects. All right. All right, guys, you may hear my family in the background. Kids are home, wife is home, so you guys know what it is. It's that kind of day. You know, you know what kind of channel this is. Okay. All right, so we're not putting on the facade or anything like that. So let's take a look at. Let's see what the market has been doing based on the workflow. Now, for you guys who are, this is your first time joining me. Um, just to give you a little bit of background about this template in my trading. I originally began trading my very first really profitable strategy that I implemented was called the Market Makers Method by Steve Morrow. All right. I've also joined. I found Steve Morrow's videos online, but the videos that were online at the time. It left a lot of questions for me. Okay, I would trade it, be somewhat successful, and I needed to get further clarity. I then joined Pip Society by Leo Williams, um, and he really helped to bring in closing in the gaps. All right, and then also I also received training from Yusuf Scott, So Darn Easy, Forex University. So um, they gave me a good basis, and then doing further research and receiving further training, I realized that the market was simply the way that it works was that the market simply flowed from one area of interest to another area of interest, and this is simply called accumulation and distribution. And so now I still whenever I scalp, I pretty much scalp using the market makers method. All right, when I'm looking to, catch quick pips, that's typically what I do. Now, it's not my favorite thing to do because to really benefit from it, you need to wake up during the London session open. All right, and for me, here living on the East Coast of the United States. That's 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, and so that's what I had to do. All right, and so again, I still do it because just to kind of, I don't know, just feel the interest. That's the way that I scout. Okay, and then but I'm basically a swing trader. All right, I basically trade off of the 4 hour daily and the weekly. All right, and so I developed this system to be easily to identify swings in the market. All right. Now, please understand, I'm always upfront with everyone. My what I call the exhaustion squares, okay, they do repaint. All right. However, if you follow the entry rules, all right, you will be able to get in more profitable trades. You'll get into trades that are more favorable for you to be profitable. All right. And so, what are my rules? My rules is to, of course, wait for an exhaustion square. All right. Then you get a directional arrow. All right. And then you're going to look for a color changing candle that when you match it up on the TDI down at the bottom of the screen, you want to make sure that the green price line has crossed both the red signal line and the yellow market sentiment line. And so you want to wait for that to clearly happen, okay? And so that's going to help you. Now, does that mean that you're going to catch the whole entire move? No. But you're going to be able to catch enough of the move, okay? Let's say, for instance, let me just blow this up just a little bit for you guys. This area in the market right here, all right? Let's take a look at this area in the market. All right, and please understand this about indicators. This is how I feel about indicators. All right, I don't think indicators are the end all be all. And however, I don't bash indicators because indicators help us. All right, that's why I have this indicator. That's why I created this system. I created this system so you can see how easy it is to trade Forex, because a lot of people do like bells and whistles systems and things of that nature. You like things to tell you what to do and when to do it. Okay, I get that. I understand that. And so that's what this is. This is the bells and whistles. This is the thing to kind of grab your attention and say, hey, here's a system that will tell me when to trade and how to trade. However, if you join the community, all right, if you join my community and really understand my ideology, ideology is that we don't use indicators to tell us how we trade, when we trade, what we trade, all right, but we use indicators to give us possibly better confluence. So indicator lets us know, hey, it thinks that this is a good trade to get in. Then we actually go back and we look at it and we investigate it with the knowledge and understanding that we have of the workings and flowings of the market. All right. So again, in this case, I have my I have my exhaustion square letting me know that, hey, this is a place in the market that that the price should be getting ready to turn around. This is a place in the market that price is exhausted at. So, hey, be on the lookout for a turnaround. All right, and then I get a directional arrow, all right, just to help us out to know which direction the market should be going, all right, in a little bit. All right, and again, I have the color changing square that lets us know that, hey, okay, the market has officially turned. Okay, and now these are all indicators. Now indicators lag. All right, indicators let us know what the market has let it know. All right, so you're behind if you're following indicators. All right, and I'm going to show you guys just real basic ways to trade Forex. Not just to trade my system, but also to trade Forex, all right? And you can do this especially with simple support and resistance, all right? Horizontal and trend lines, okay? Diagonal lines, all right? Trend lines, that's what those are. Now, again, in the actual community, I actually train you and teach you exactly how the market flows, okay? So the market doesn't just despite popular belief, the market itself does not use simple support and resistance. Okay, the simple support and resistance, it does allow us to better confirm the direction of the market. Okay, but that is not actually how the market works. All right, but it can help you. Okay, and again, if you want to know in depth exactly how the market works, how it flows, how to trade without even my system or anybody's system, how to trade without signals, then join the community. All right. But for this broadcast, I'm going to be showing you guys how to just to use simple support and resistance. So again, we have our exhaustion square, we have our directional arrow here. All right. Now we're going to wait for a color changing candle that if we here, let me throw in this vertical line, this yellow vertical line. Let me just make it a little thicker for you guys so you can see it. All right, if we follow this yellow line down, we want to make sure that the green price line has crossed both below the red signal line and the yellow market sentiment line. And did it do that? Yes, it did. Now let's take a look at some of our confluences. All right, some other things to help us. So we see here my indicator, it draws out what is called hidden supply and demand. Okay, and this is your basic supply and demand that typically you see in any YouTuber, any Forex YouTuber draw out. They typically drawing out wicks and things of that nature. They help, but that's not the actual flow of the market. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right. But they can help. All right, not downplaying them or anything like that, because that's how I traded for a while. That's how I showed you guys to pull out support, supply and demand. Okay, it's fine, but for me, I just like to know exactly what is working with the market. And I promise you guys, we're going to get into it, but I always like to make sure I include everybody. So if you have never heard of Forex, if you're a beginner of Forex, or if you're advanced, so I appreciate you guys again for watching the video and connecting with me. But anyway, so that is a confluence. We have that exhaustion coming at a hitting supply area. Okay, that's a confluence. Another thing we can look at as a confluence is these quarter points. Okay, quarter points are I like to call them psychological areas in the market. Okay, psychological areas in the market that price typically turns around at. All right, and so we have a quarter point right there that is turning around on. We have a supply that is turning around on, and also if we look, we can see here where our green price line has actually gone above our 70 level, or our overbought level on the TDI. All right, and so it's going out, and then it has also crossed back in, letting us know that, hey, yeah, the market is exhausted. The market has reached a place to where it is getting ready to turn around. Now again, we can't just solely go based off of this, because look, we see here in this area right here, let's pull this up. So we see in this area right here, it crossed above our overbought. However, the market had yet to come down, but it just kept going. It even crossed under here, but it kept going. But we see we got our signal all the way up here. Okay, and so that's what you want to wait on. All right, so now let's take a look how just using simple support and resistance. So we're going to look at our trend line. Okay, you can draw out your trend line. All right, and so I would call this like the overall trend on the 4-hour. Okay, and then when you want to draw more aggressive trend lines, that's what I like to do. I'll draw even closer to the trend. Okay, and usually when that aggressive trend line is broken and retested, that's when I get in. Okay, using this system, that's when you want to get in. When that aggressive trend line is broken and retested, it broke here, it retested. Let me blow this up to make sure you guys are able to see this. Okay. All right. Again, it broke here off of this candle. It retested off of this bullish candle, and then it kept going down from there. All right. So after this retest, all right, then you want to go ahead and get in. All right, there's several different ways you can play this. You can get in at the exhaustion count, at the break at the exhaustion counter back here. All right, now of course doing this, you would have gotten in here. All right, you would have been in drawdown for a total of 161 pips. All right, and this is the dollar index. All right, and this is where proper account risk management comes in at. Okay, if you trade at 0.5%, then that's going to give the market a total of 200 pips to go against you before the before your account is taken out. However, if you do what is called the 1,000 pip rule, all right, trading where it's going to take the market 1,000 pips, okay, before your account is taken out, then that may be even better odds. And listen, you only have to enter into the trade with that. So enter into the trade with a 10-cent lot size, with a $1,000 or with a $100 account. Okay, enter in at um, with a 10-cent lot size. All right, and then out of $100, you only would have been in drawdown for $16. All right, before the market then began to go into your favor for a potential 380 pip profit range. All right, I call it a profit range because I'm not guaranteeing that you're gonna get the entirety of that range, but you should be getting the majority to half, or I should say half to maybe the majority of that range. Okay, so that's that way. Or again, you wait for that aggressive trend line to be broken and retested. Okay, got in here, or just wait for signs that the market was going down. So let's say we got in here. All right, and so now that turns that profit range into a possible 486 pips. Okay, a possible 486 pips. And again, once you saw that the market was going in your favor, basically I would stay in at the 10 cent until I get that pullback. Okay, because if it's a true turnaround, you're gonna get a pullback. All right, you can see here it pulled back to our EMA right here, and then it kept going. All right, once I got that pullback and that confirmation that it was gonna keep going, now you want to go ahead and enter in, because now you have market momentum on your side. All right, so that's how you trade the system. All right, and if you need further assistance, then head over to the teachmefishfx.com and sign up on one of the very, very affordable membership levels. Everyone who has joined has told me that they just like the fact that I'm genuine and I really like to help, and that's the truth. I really do want to help. So, all right, so let's go ahead and let's take a look and see what we have right now. All right, we do have right now on the dollar index, we have an exhaustion square and a directional arrow right here. All right, let's switch this over to the system. Okay, now what do we have? We have a color changing candle, but does this color changing candle, looking down at the TDI, cause the green line to cross over the red and yellow? No. So we're gonna wait a little bit more. All right, we're gonna be patient until the market shows us a more favorable entry point. Okay, all right, now again, this is just going based off of this system. Of course, there are other ways for you to do it. Looking at, I prefer you to look at supply and demand breaks. Okay, but so I would say during this watch to go ahead and hey, good live TV, man. I know it's been a long time, man. I've been really, really busy with my other businesses, signing up new clients. God has been good, but I'm back. I was like, told my wife I have to do a video. All right, gotta help the people out. But it's good to see you. I see you've been killing it too on your Instagram, man. Awesome stuff. All right, so with the dollar index on the 4-hour chart, we want to wait a little bit on that, or you may again have some other confluences that you can check, like Good Life. I know you trade strictly off of naked price action, and that is good. That is how I trade as well. But we have individuals out there who need a little help, so that's what this system is for. All right, so we want to wait a little bit on the dollar index. All right, so the dollar has been going up since last week. All right, last Friday is when it started moving up for us. We do know we have NFP tomorrow, so I always recommend, especially if you are a beginner trader, hey, just if you're a beginner trader and you've never traded before during NFP, sometimes the market, it can be, not to say that it is, but sometimes the market can be a little crazy. So I say, hey, be done with your trading by Thursday, by today for the week, maybe even Wednesday to be even safer, and then just wait for next week to jump in. Or if you just feel like, hey, no, I'm gonna be in this trade, it's a good trade, then at least get out maybe an hour before NFP. All right, NFP is the non-farm payroll for us residents here in the United States, and usually when that report comes out about the unemployment rate, usually it kind of certain pairs are triggered to be very volatile during that time. So if you don't know what you're doing, then just stay out of it. Get out an hour before and maybe come back 2 hours later, an hour to 2 hours later afterwards. I promise you there'll be many more setups that you can take. Okay, you don't have to be sucked in at thinking that, hey, let me try to scalp NFP and let me try to 10 times this account in 5 minutes, because a lot of people kill their accounts then. So anyway, so just keep a watch on the dollar index. All right, let's take a look at GBP USD. Now, if you guys don't know, I trade the pound pairs, Euro odd, Euro NZD, gold, and the U.S. indices like S&P 500, NAS 100, US 30, and then also Litecoin and USD. So those are the pairs we're going to be looking at. GBP USD is kind of giving us a sign that the market may be at an area of exhaustion. All right, what of our confluence? We see that we have a hidden demand zone that is drawn here, that is bouncing off of. It has come through the 1.23 price point. It's kind of in between 1.23 and 1.225. All right, so that's a pretty decent area that the market may want to turn around at. If we take a look at the TDI has been overbought, or excuse me, has been oversold, and it looks like it's wanting to work its way up. However, it may dip down again under the oversold level here. So again, you just want to wait on your confluences before you get in, and then please always keep in mind. All right, always keep in mind, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. All right. I'm not calling you guys stupid. I know you're not stupid. I know you guys are smart and intelligent, and you're gonna wait. But again, you can draw your simple trend lines. Okay, this stuff does work. All right, there's nothing against that. All right, I don't downplay that at all or anything like that. Draw your simple trend line. All right, wait for that break and that retest. Okay, now sometimes on the higher time frame, all right, that you're trading from, you may not get a retest. It may seem like, hey, the market just kept going and it didn't give me a candle to come back. However, you did get a retest, but what happened was you got a retest on a smaller time frame. All right, so you just have to drop down to your smaller time frame until you see that retest. All right, and once you see that retest, you don't want to just get in on the retest, but you want to make sure that, hey guy, oh, there's a wife. You want to make sure that the retest itself has been confirmed before you get in. Okay, just be patient. That's all it is. That is what killed me for the longest, just being impatient. And even now, whenever I do lose trades, it's because I was impatient. All right, I got in and I didn't wait for confirmation, but I just the FOMO, the fear of missing out, hit me. Okay, yes, I still deal with that sometimes. All right, even as a Forex mentor, I still deal with that. I know a lot of those guys won't tell you that, but I do. So at time to time, I'll miss out because of the fear of missing out. So, but just wait on that. So yeah, just use a simple trend line. All right, and wait for that break in that retest. Okay. You don't see the retest on the 4 hour time frame, drop down to the hour to see if you have it. You don't see it there, drop down to the 30-minute. All right, all right. I probably would say don't go any lower than the 15-minute. If you don't see it there, then just go to another pair. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna recommend to drop down any lower than that. But you probably can, but I'm not gonna recommend it. Okay. So, all right, so that's GBP USD. GBP USD looks like it's at a place of exhaustion, so we just want to wait on that to confirm for us. GBP Swiss, all right, looks like we had exhaustion at the beginning of the week on Monday, all right. Monday the 4th, all right, May 4th, 2020, all right. And so it looks like it has gone up since then, and it's coming back down to or has come down to retest this area. All right. Yeah, that's exactly what it did. It came down to retest this area right here. Let's change this over. Let's make this yellow. How about that? I guess, yeah, it came down to retest this area right here, which is to be expected. And it looks like it's going to go up a little bit more. But again, you just want to wait for your confirmation. We do see where the trend that it was creating, it was broken. All right. And so, of course, you just want to make sure that this overall trend right here, you'll just wait for that trend to be broken, okay, to see if you can get in on this new direction here. So it looks like it could have just been a pullback in this direction going up, okay. But again, you just want to wait. You just want to wait for that to be broken and to confirm. All right, let's take a look at GBP odd. All right, GBP odd. Let me get rid of some of these lines. GBP odd was pretty decent to me this week. Got a couple of hundred pips off of this. So, all right. So GBP odd is definitely showing that it's in a possible area of exhaustion right here. So it is oversold on the TDI, and you just want to wait on those confirming signals that we talked about on the TDI and on the actual price chart. All right, before you get in, and then of course, to be on the safe side, you can always wait for that trend line to be broken. Okay, you can wait for the trend line to be broken. All right, GBP CAD. Let's see how GBP CAD is looking to us. All right, GBP CAD as well at a place of exhaustion. All right, TDI showing that it's oversold, and of course you want to wait on confirmation. And again, keep it simple. Smarties. Keep it simple, Smarties. All right, keep it simple, Smarties. Keep it simple, Smarties. Okay, keep it simple, Smarties. All right, so just wait for that trend line to be broken. Okay, all right. So I have these trend lines to be. You can wait for this trend line to be broken. Sorry, I just got distracted there a little bit. And we're almost done. GJ, all right. Also, place of exhaustion here. All right, it's been going for the past 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 hours. All right, 20 hours. See, again, trading the higher time frames, you have to be patient. Look, we got our signal back here, and 20 hours later, we still don't have our confirmation. All right, even taking a look at pure price action itself, you know, the breaking of this trend line has not taken place yet. So of course, just wait, wait for the conditions to be good for you. All right, that's why you're losing out. That's why I lose out sometimes, because of that fear of missing out. So don't fear missing out. All right, just wait, just wait for it to take place. All right, and again, we kind of have NFP working against us. So again, if you're a beginning trader, then you know, hey, it's okay. Next week, all right, the Lord shall bless you. Still breathing, get in next week. Okay, it's not a big deal. There are plenty of pips to be made. There's plenty of money to be made. Okay, all right. So that is GJ. Please keep a close eye on that. That's what I recommend. All right, GBP NZD, okay, kind of similar to, I think, our GBP CAD pair, but we had our signal back here, and the market did turn around. However, it looks like it's a pullback on, if we take a look at the higher time frame, like the daily right here, just a little brief pullback that's taking place, okay? And so that trend line was broken, and so if you want to try to get back into the trade going up, then you wait for this overall, okay, just wait for the overall trend, downward trend here to be broken and retest it before you get in. As simple as that. Okay, all right. Now you can use horizontal support and resistance as well, but I just want to show you guys how easy it is, you know, to use the trend lines. But yeah, using horizontal support works as well. Again, I like to use the quarter points along with market structure for that. All right, that's what I would recommend. But again, for me, it's all about accumulation and distribution and the supply and demand that is created on its way there. One thing that I like to teach and talk to and say to the Forex community and the individuals that I'm coaching is that the market is telling us a story. Okay, the market is telling us a story and it's on a journey. All right, and so we're sitting back and we're listening to the market. We're letting the market tell us its story. We're not trying to paint the story for the market. You're gonna get guys on here, they're gonna say, yeah, the market was here and it's gonna go up here, and once it gets here, it's gonna turn around. No, you don't know that. All right, you don't know that. So we sit back and we allow the market to tell us its story, and then we respond to the market's story. That's how the most successful traders are successful, because they wait to respond to the market instead of making the market respond to them. You think just because you go in and you put your order in, because you go in and you put your trade in for a buy, that the market is going to go up? Or if you think that you put your trade in for a sell, that the market is going to go down? No. The market does, quote unquote, what it wants to. All right. Even though we know that the market is manipulated. All right. And there are individuals controlling the market, controlling where the market goes. All right. We understand that. But in essence, we want to just let the market tell you where it's going. Learn their tactics. Learn their tactics of manipulation. And again, I go over that in the community, but learn their tactics of their manipulation of what they do. And once you know that, once they're done manipulating, then we get in, all right? And then we're profitable. But again, GBP NZD, one of my favorite pairs. Why? Because look, on average, it moves 192 pips, or it has moved 192 pips for the past year. And today alone, it has moved 292 pips, all right? And so, especially for you scalpers out there, depending upon your account size, people say, 10, 20 pips a day, and you're good. All right. But 292 pips, you can get half of that. And get about 145 pips, yeah, you could do that. You could do that easy, or you can get your 50 pips. All right. So GBP is one of my favorite pairs, but again, it exhausted out last week, and we saw that it made its move up. Now we're in the middle of a pullback. Okay, we're in the middle of a pullback right here. So it has come down, and it has not only tested the hidden supply and demand, but it has also tested this area of interest. All right, this area of interest, which also houses a quarter point. All right, so keep a look on that. So when you see that kind of stuff like that, and it's being rejected with wicks and things of that nature, candlestick sizes, okay, then you know that the reversal is imminent. Okay, but of course we're going to keep it simple, smarties. All right, and you can also wait for the break and the retesting of the line here. Okay. All right, we're really not looking for a signal over here, other than maybe a directional arrow and a color changing candle that makes green green price line cross over the red signal line and yellow market sentiment line. But other than that, like I said, simple breaking of structure of this trend, breaking of trend line, not structure, but breaking of the trend line. That's a good indication right there for us to get in. All right, Euro NZD. Okay, and I know you guys like this system, right? How I can just switch through these pairs like this. All right, but Euro NZD, it exhausted at the beginning of the week here. All right, and it's making its way down. So really nothing, if you're following the workflow trading system, then really nothing for us to trade on the 4-hour chart. All right, again, I'll get you to switch maybe down to no lower than the 1-hour trading this. Okay, if you guys are trading this, trying to swing, drop down to the 1-hour, and we see that it is at a point of exhaustion. On the 4-hour, possibly a point of a slight pullback, but we can drop down to the 1-hour and then just kind of same rules apply. You simple trend line. You can wait on the directional arrow and the color changing candle. where the green is has crossed both the red and the yellow on the TDI, and trade accordingly. Okay, Euro I. All right, on the 4 hour. Let's jump back to the 4 hour. Let's get rid of this. Same thing as Euro NZD. These pairs, they follow one another pretty closely. You can see again. Here's Euro I. Here's Euro NZD. The pattern pretty much looks the same. All right. So same thing. Exhaustion at the beginning of the week. Right now, it has come. It looks like it was in the middle of a pullback. Okay, and now it's going back up. All right. Now the overall trend that we're currently in is a downtrend. So keep that in mind. When you're trading this 4 hour, I like to go up to the weekly. All right, even sometimes the monthly, but mainly the weekly for me. I really like that weekly, that weekly time frame, because I promise you that is where that's where it's at. All right, I promise you, I promise you, and of course I can show you that uh, in the group. All right, I can't give you guys everything. All right, because this individual's paying for this knowledge, and I don't want to disrespect them and disrespect their hard-earned money by just giving everything away. But when we get to 1,000 subscribers, this will be a completely free Forex channel where I share no holds barred exactly how it is I trade and all the knowledge that I have. All right. So, all right. That is Euro I. Let's take a look at gold. How has gold been treating us? Gold is still on its rise. I'm really waiting for gold to reach some certain areas um, in the market. All right. Based on the weekly. So for me, gold is not a place that I'm looking to trade just yet, because just yet. I mean, you can, if you get in here and you catch you a decent buy right now, currently, from what I'm looking at and based on previous analysis that I've done, then yeah, you can catch you a decent buy. And let's say you caught this buy back here or back here, you still could have caught you some decent pips. So, but gold really doesn't show us anything right now other than a continuation going up. So, we did get a directional arrow. Okay, color changing square. Excuse me, color changing candle that gave us or at the 1 p.m. All right, candle. Eastern Standard Time gave us the cross of the green above the red and the yellow. All right, have a little bit more room to go before it's totally overbought. So just be cautious again. All right, because gold has just been moving kind of funny here. So just be cautious. All right, just that's all. Just be a little cautious before you jump into a gold trade. Okay. S&P 500, one of my favorite indices to scalp. Oh man, I love scalping this on the 1 minute chart, especially using my workflow system. Man, you can scalp this, and because of the pip value of the different indices and metals and things of that nature, um, uh, uh, because of the pip value and how it moves, man, you can make some quick bucks. And usually I come in here, um, not a dollar, but usually for me, just I come in here and I will use a lot size of anywhere between 10 to 50 cent and be fine, and just catch those pips like that. And man, it's nothing like, hey, seeing that, man, I just made $50, or I just made $125 in 5 minutes, right? In 3 minutes, jump out. Just take your money, jump out. That's all it takes. So, to answer your question, Good Life TV, the actual system is free. What you're paying for is the coaching when you join the community. What you're paying for is I reveal to you the strategies that I have been able to be profitable with inside of the forex market. All right, and it's based on my journey. So I have beginner strategies. All right, for when I felt like I was a beginner in the market, and then I have intermediate strategies when felt like I was so, and then I have the advanced and main strategy that I use in the market, and then this system comes with it. All right, and it's very cheap. For the value that you guys get when you join the community, I know I should be charging more. All right, I should be charging more for my time and access, things of that nature. Not that I think that I'm so, wonderful or anything like that, but just, just valuing my time as a human being, which anyone should. It's very affordable. So, yeah, it comes along. It comes along with being a part of the community, and you can sign up on any level to get it. Now, the one-off courses that I provide, you don't get access to the system doing like the $30 courses. Like you don't get access to those systems. But if you get again on the pro trader level or the market beater level or the ultimate market beater level, you will have access to this. So I hope that answered your question. All right, S&P 500 again on the 4 hour. Back at the beginning of the week, we kind of got indication that it was going to be going up. So of course, we could you could simply, if you want to get in on this overall trade, you could simply draw a trend line right here. Wait for the market to come back to touch. Let me switch this over. Wait for the market to go up again, because you can kind of see how the market went up and it came back and it touched the trend line, or it actually created the trend right here. All right. I have to go into detail about that, but this point actually created the trend. All right here, and so it bounced up. So just like it came to this area. Now, of course, this was definitely, if we look right here, this was definitely an area of interest for the market to actually to pull back and to test. All right, so this was, and I teach you guys this, right, without using the system. Okay, I teach you how to look for these areas, all right, in the market without using indicators or anything like that. You'll be able to see these areas where the market will more than likely come back to retest and keep going. All right, and so I teach you how to watch, how to observe how the market reacts to it, because it may not come back to retest and bounce off of it. It may come back to retest and decide to shoot through it. So I teach you how to be patient and watch how the market responds to these areas. Okay, watch how the market responds to these areas, and once you see how the market responds, once the market tells you the story about the journey that it's on, then you get in. Okay, so this again, you can wait for a retest here, maybe drop down to a lower time frame and drop in a more aggressive trend line. All right, and see again, there we have exhaustion here, but again, it's just gonna basically give us a pullback to our higher time frame trend line. And even if we go up to the daily, we see the daily is in an overall uptrend. Okay, which is getting ready to turn around. All right, because we actually see the exhaustion here, but even not looking at the exhaustion, just looking at simple trend line, the market shows us that it wants to turn around. So um, you just got to have the knowledge. That's all, guys. You just got to have the correct knowledge. All right, that's all. You just got to have the correct knowledge. And oftentimes, individuals are undereducated, underexposed, and under-influenced. All right, that's why we're not successful in many areas of our lives. It's because we're undereducated. I'm gonna say it again. All right, we're underexposed. All right, and we're under-influenced. And so you just need that. You just need to be able to connect with the trading community, and there's tons of them out there. You don't just have to think about my community, but I will say, hey, we are one of the best. All right, I'm one of the best mentors that you can have because of my dedication and commitment to you. But anyway, you want to just make sure that you expose and educate yourself, and you're influenced by individuals who have the right knowledge of the market, because it's guys out here, it's gals out here that's selling these, coming up with these courses and things of that nature, and they can care less about you. But anyway, so that was a good area for the market to come back and retest. All right, and we do see where we got a directional arrow right here on that interest, that area of interest in the market. So yeah. All right, almost done here. All right, let's take a look at the NASDAQ 100. Exhaustion back here, pretty much similar to the S&P 500. These indices are going to follow because, again, these are tied into the stock market. S&P 500 are the top 500 companies in the U.S. The NAS 100 are the top 100 countries in the U.S. or on the NASDAQ, if you will, and the U.S. 30 is the top 30 companies. So you're going to always see these pairs pretty much, going in a similar direction. Now that NAS 100, you see how that boy is moving. This typically moves almost 1,600 pips per day. All right. US 30 moves about 43,000. All right. NASDAQ 16,000. All right, not 1,600, 16,000. US 30 has moved about 4,000. All right. And S&P 500, we're at about 4,000 as well. But that NAS 100, today alone, it has moved almost 1,900 pips. Now listen, again, these indices are nothing to play with, guys. All right, you don't want to come into these indices with a small account. All right, you want to come in here with a decent sized account, okay, and trade it a 10-cent lot size, especially when you're just getting used to it. Trade at a 10-cent lot size and see how it works. Okay, see how it moves. See how it works and it flows. All right. But again, yes, this trading system is going to be able to help you. All right. And so again, you have to wait for confluences. I want to put this out there because these exhaustion squares, they do repaint. Okay. TDI, just because it's overbought does not mean that the market is going to go down right there. But some more confluences that we can throw in here with the system. We show divergence. All right, we have regular divergence, whether bullish or bearish. We have those, so all that works. All right, last pair, Litecoin versus USD, and I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and go have some lunch with the family. Last pair. The wife is coming in looking at me. I got to go, guys. I got to go. All right, last pair. So, Litecoin USD. All right, Litecoin versus the US dollar. All right, we do have exhaustion, so guys, you want to wait and make sure we have our directional arrow pointing up. We're going to wait for our color changing candle that shows us that the green line has crossed above both the red and the yellow market sentiment line. All right, we want to make sure of that, okay, before we get in. And then of course, keep it simple, smarties. You can always throw in that trend line, wait for that trend line to be broken and retest it. All right, and trade accordingly. Whew. So that is going to be the pair watch, all right, for May 7th, 2020, our 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time candle. All right, you guys do your own analysis. You're going to have to own up to your own trading. All right, you win your own trades and you lose your own trades. So do your own analysis and make sure you trade accordingly. All right, according to what? Trade according to the knowledge of how the market actually works and flows. All right, and if you're needing that knowledge, again, you can comb through the YouTube, my videos, and maybe try to piece some things together. But if you want something that is already pieced together for you, if you're looking for a community to be a part, all right, then the Teach Me to Fish Effects may be the community for you. Now, I will go ahead and let you know, we are a small community. We are a beginning community, and I'm looking for the community just to grow and to continue to help individuals, all right? So just know that we're not a community that has thousands upon thousands of individuals, but you do have individuals who are a part of the community. And you have myself, you have access to me via the group. If you sign up on the mentor level, then you have access to me via messaging and email and even phone call. We'll get on Zoom sessions, all right? And make sure you have a complete understanding. So, good community, all right? Good community. I may have be a little biased, but a good community. But listen, guys, Forex can certainly help to sustain your household. It can even possibly take and replace your current income, all right? Forex itself is not a scam. You do have individuals who do scam. I'm not one of those individuals. This is not one of those channels. This is not one of those communities, all right? We do have knowledge and education. We have something to say. We have something for you to learn. And so feel free to head over and join that. So with that being said, listen, I want to thank you guys. We are at over 400 subscribers for the channel, and I really appreciate that. All right. Starting from zero. All right, these are all legitimate subscribers. These are real people who have subscribed. I have not paid for subscribers and things, anything, things of that nature. All right, but you guys found value in that, and so I want to make sure that I'm giving back. So what I want you to do is, for each video that you watch, I want you to drop your cash tag. All right, it has to be cash tag. So go ahead and get your cash out. Go ahead and download the cash out video. All right, and the cash out app, and get you an account, because what we're going to be doing starting at 500 subscribers. All right, I'm doing a $25 giveaway. No, it may not be a lot, but it's free. Okay, it's $25 that you didn't have, and it's yours. Now, what I'm giving it to you for, now you can use it how you want to use it, but I want you to fund your Forex account, and we're going to get on a 30-minute call, and I'm going to go over a strategy with you to help you to flip those $25. All right, so I'm going to show you how you can do that within a month. Now, if you can do it for $25, you can do it with $100. If you can do it with 100, you can do it 500,000. Everything is exponential. So I'm just showing you how you can do that with a small amount of money, because people think that you need a lot of money to start trading Forex. But really what you need a lot of is patience. And I'm going to show you that. So with those $25, I'm going to show you how to flip your account. All right. You will 2x that, those $25 by the end of the month. Now, I have been known to, back in the day when I actually traded for people, I would Forex there. I Forexed, all right, no pun intended, but I Forex, I 4 times there. I increased their account 4 times over, okay? And so for me, that's my claim to fame when I was doing that. I don't do that anymore because there's too many emotions involved and things of that nature. So that that just not something I do, but I'm going to teach you how to do that. All right, and I know you're going to be able to take that and do even greater with it. So make sure you do that. All right, I'm looking forward to doing that. And then also at 1,000 subscribers, once we get this channel monetized, I will be sharing everything for free. All right, everything for free, every strategy. All right, free. All right, and so we're gonna go from there. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys so much. Okay. Thank you so much for connecting with me. Thank you so much for growing this. Make sure you you're sharing this. All right, helping the channel to grow, helping the community grow. If you find value, all right. And then also I want you to comment. All right, to comment. Let us know. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. All right. I hope you guys found value in the stream, and I'll do my best to come back. But until next time, as always, guys, please remember, if you stay in God, you will stay in control. And happy pip fishing.